Welcome back to Inside Speed. Australian GT Championship leader Klark Quinn now joins us. Lovely to have you on the show. Now, last time we met, there was a lot of emotion when we talked. You were straight out the car after having just lost the championship at Winton with a punctured tyre.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more about that.
I really can't comment other than the comments I made on that day, which I don't know if I can say here, but it was quite disappointing, obviously, to be in the lead for the whole race or for a good majority of the race and have a commanding lead and then end up having a puncture. Like, I'd rather have a duel, a fight for the battle than losing with a puncture, So disappointing end race result. But it was a good weekend at the end of the day.
And to bring everybody at home right into that race, I spoke to you straight out after you came out of the car and let a right roar out. And there was a moment, and I've never felt so emotional in an interview, but I don't even imagine there was much room for thinking at that point. It was just an absolute release, wasn't it?
Yeah, after I took the checkered flag, I just paced around the track as slowly as I possibly could, just to try and release some of the emotions that were going out, but obviously didn't get all of it out. And when I jumped out of the car, I just had to say something. And rah was about it, I think.
Exactly. I was a little bit scared, but fully felt the emotion. Now, you're a point ahead from Mr. Peter Hackett. 1 point is the difference, but you're feeling quite comfortable about the setup of everything now, so it's not looking ominous going forward.
Yeah, it really is the comfortable part of the season. We're halfway through. We all know where everyone stands, and we all know the pace of each other. So we're all quite consistent. It's probably one of the best racing seasons in GT that I've ever experienced, where there's 4 or 5 guys that all have the same pace and have had a mixed emotion of race results, and we've come to the halfway point, and there's 1 point separating myself and Peter Hackett. And I know that Peter Hackett's in a good car. He's a very competent driver and presents himself very well. And I should be, a good challenger for him. And it's going to be an interesting second half of the season.
He is certainly silky smooth with his racing because of the car, but not just that. Erebus, the whole team behind him is slicked. What is it that you have that might get the edge on him?
Look, I don't know. I'm just going to try my 110%, and everyone's going to try their 110%. But we can only try that much, and hopefully at the end of the season we end up on top. Erebus are without doubt one of the best and most professional teams in the support category in Australia, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I think we just have to work well as a team and drive smartly. Not necessarily the fastest, but we have to be the smartest out there. And
what could be the edge, because you said to me earlier, is being born ready. You did say that, I'm born ready.
Yes, whenever someone asks me if I'm ready, I was born ready. But I think having that edge will be having smart pit decisions. The GT racing has really taken a turn in the last 12 months. We've gone away from just going round and round in circles to now we've got a compulsory pit stop that goes halfway through the race distance, and everyone's on a different pit stop time. So if you're on row 1, you get 75 seconds compulsory pit stop. If you start the race on row 2, you get 70 seconds. And fortunately enough, we're usually up the front of the grid, so we'd either go a 75 or a 70-second pit stop window, which is enough time for everything to be relaxed and settled. If we were to start the race down the back of the grid, we might only get 45 seconds in the pits. So the time that you have in the pits to change a tyre or do whatever you want to do is much less. So it's a little bit more rushed. But fortunately for the season so far, if it's been 75 seconds in the pits, it's been 75 seconds in the pits that we've been. So my pit team, my crew have done a great job. The other factors are that there's co-drivers. We got Alan Simonson, John Bow and Cameron McLean, all these other co-drivers that step into other people's cars that really mix it up as well. So GT racing really has taken a turn in the last 12 months, and it's just such an exciting category now.
And speaking of the cars that do have two drivers, that's quite a different approach again to the racing. Is it fair to say that they be in this, or is it because you don't have as many things to think about, so it's going to be the single drivers that'll pretty much be up the front?
No, not at all. That's the beauty of GT racing. You can get a professional driver to come in and help you win races, and that's what they do. You know, it's proven, and it just adds to the mix, and it brings that celebrity to the category, and just raises the whole profile. So it's another element to the racing that just makes it exciting, you know.
And away from the GTs, what about New Zealand? I hear that you've got quite an exciting adventure going on over there.
Yeah, look, we're not just making pet food anymore, it seems. We're doing lots of other things. We are building a 4.4 kilometre purpose-built racetrack in New Zealand, not far from Queenstown, which is a holiday mecca of New Zealand, and it's just a lovely place to be. And it's this beautiful place, 4.4 kilometres, there's about 6 different track configurations, and it's just going to be so exciting.
And is it purposely built for the GTs, or are you hoping to stage quite a few disciplines there?
There's going to be all sorts of things. It's going to be a members-only track, so they do it in the Northern Hemisphere, but not down in the Southern Hemisphere. So it's going to be the first of its kind, and it'll be a members only, so you become a lifetime membership, all that type of stuff. And you go there anytime you want and leave your car there and take it out and run around and then go skiing in the afternoon.
It's pretty keen to get there, Clark.
It's going to be an amazing thing, and something that the Southern Hemisphere hasn't really seen.
Okay, well, lovely to speak to you as ever. All the best moving forward. Let's see what Andrew got up to now at Eastern Creek for the Shannons Nationals.